Happy Sunday, Thriver Tribe. It was on my heart to make this little video. I've been down here doing farm chores, and when I'm down here, I have the opportunity to really notice the miracles that are happening in nature all around us. And there's so many lessons that we can harness from the miracles that are happening around us all the time. For instance, around here, the goats love to rub along this gate that's next to me here, and their hair gets caught in it. And I love watching the little birds fly down and pick that hair out and fly up to their nest and make their home from that. So often we can get so caught up in the noise of life that we don't notice the many miracles that are happening all around us all the time, particularly the gift of nature. And today is actually going to be a full moon, and there is a lunar eclipse. There's our crazy rooster, Earl. There's a lunar eclipse today, and those of us here in North America won't even see it because of where we are in the world, but it's a miracle of nature, and it was just an opportunity for me to reflect this morning as I was journaling on how the miracles in nature so reflect our lives, and particularly the miracle of an eclipse and the perfection of the sun and the moon and the earth aligning so perfectly that a shadow is cast on the moon for a certain amount of time and you can't see its light. And I was just thinking about how that's so true in our own life. We have eclipses as we walk this journey of life, and our light is always there. Our true self and our core is always there, but sometimes the shadows can make it feel dim, and maybe we lose sight of ourselves and who we are. And in those moments, it's so important to be intentional and selective about who we choose to lean on and confide in, because they're either going to help you find your light sooner, and sometimes, you know, depending on people's intentions, and sadly there are people in the world that don't always have the best of intentions, and they can harness that moment in your life for better or for worse, depending on their intentions. And so I just wanted to invite you all to consider where in your life you've seen eclipses, walked through eclipses, celebrated the eclipses, because you know the blessing of eclipses and the shadows in our life is that it's an opportunity to really see our light. Without darkness, there can be no light, right? So anyway, I just wanted to come to you today and offer you the opportunity to reflect a little bit today on the beauty of nature, the lessons it shines on our life, and how if we harness them with such great reflection and power, they can do so much good. And embrace the eclipses and know that your light is always there. Who you are to your core doesn't change. We're going to evolve, we're going to grow, we're going to crack open, and we're going to heal and be better for where we've been. But make sure that when you are choosing who you confide in and lean on in these moments, that they help you embrace who you are and where you've been. They don't rewrite the history and redefine all the relationships in your life and who you are. And you might all get that this message is really personal for me today, because someone very close to me is walking through an eclipse herself and maybe isn't leaning on the best people to help her really shine her light so bright. So that's why I chose to share this today. I hope you take a moment to maybe journal, celebrate your light, and know that if you're walking through a season of maybe some shadows, that you're still there. And just know that you are loved. Know that you're loved.